Hey everyone, welcome to this explainer. Today, we're taking a close look at a true staple of the premium compact SUV segment, the Volvo XC40. Now, in a market that's just constantly shifting with new tech and changing consumer demands, we want to see if this stylish, boxy favorite actually still holds its ground. Has it aged gracefully, or, are its competitors leaving it in the dust? Well, let's find out. Okay, let's dive right into our roadmap for today. We're going to look at under-the-hood updates, check out the premium interior surprise, tackle comfort over sporty handling, look into reliability drawbacks, and finally get to the final verdict. All right, Section 1, under-the-hood updates. Let's see what's actually changed for the XC40. So at first glance, it really does look as stylish as ever. Volvo hasn't made any major design changes on the outside, really just some redesigned headlights they introduced back in 2022. But under the hood, that is where things have definitely changed. Volvo has completely streamlined the lineup. If you want a gas model, you've got exactly two options, the B3 and B4 mild hybrid engines. And if you were hoping for a manual transmission or maybe all-wheel drive for the winter, yeah, those are gone. Both have been totally discontinued. But what about electric? Well, 356. If you're in the market for an EV, the fully electric version, which used to be called the XC40 Recharge, but is now renamed the EX40, can get up to a super impressive 356 miles of driving range. To put that into perspective, that is a massive number for a compact SUV, and for sure a huge selling point if you're trying to dodge range anxiety. Moving on to Section 2. The premium interior surprise, how it's outpacing the legacy giants. Now, this might be the most surprising part of the whole explainer, especially if you're a diehard fan of the German legacy brands. Think back a decade ago. Audi and BMW were the absolute gold standard for premium cabins, right? Well, here's the insider reality. Over time, both of those giants have actually been cutting back on material quality. Meanwhile, Volvo, they've been quietly pulling ahead. Seriously, sitting in the XC40 today feels significantly more upscale and premium than what you'd find in an Audi Q3 or a BMW X1. In fact, across this whole segment, there's really only one vehicle that even comes close to the XC40's interior quality, and that's the Range Rover Evoque. But there is a huge catch here. The Evoque costs significantly more. So you're getting those top-tier materials in the Volvo without getting hit by that massive luxury price tag. Plus, let's be real, a premium interior doesn't mean much if it isn't practical. When we look at cargo capacity using standard carry-on suitcases, the XC40 absolutely dominates. Its cargo area easily swallowed 7 suitcases. The Audi Q3, that only fits 6. And that stylish Range Rover Evoque we just talked about, a measly 5. So for family road trips or, those big airport runs, the XC40 is just vastly more practical. That brings us to Section 3, comfort over sporty handling. Let's talk about the driving experience. When it comes to actually driving, this is where you have to ask yourself what you really value on the road. Comfort is where the XC40 truly shines. I mean, it literally glides over potholes and rough roads with this impressive smoothness. And that's whether you go for the standard 18-inch wheels or upgrade to the 20-inch ones. Now, on the flip side, is it as sporty or engaging as a BMW X1? No. The X1 definitely has better steering feedback. But Volvo clearly made a choice here. They went all in on comfort. Which actually brings us right to this great takeaway from our sources. If you're shopping for a family SUV that makes everyday driving easy and relaxing, those compromises probably won't matter much. And honestly, that hits the nail on the head. Think about your daily commute or sitting in school drop-off traffic. You probably aren't out there carving up canyon roads. So, sacrificing a bit of razor-sharp steering for everyday relaxing comfort, that's a trade-off a lot of people are very happy to make. Next up, Section 4, Reliability and warranty drawbacks. Let's read the fine print.
Look, no car is perfect, and we want to give you the complete, unvarnished picture here. So let's talk reliability. In the 2025 Reliability Survey, the XC40 actually finished in the bottom third of its class. Just to put that into perspective, it ranked below both the BMW X1 and the Range Rover Evoque. It's a bit of a bummer, but it's an absolutely crucial metric you need to keep in mind.
And compounding that reliability score is the warranty. 60,000? The XC40's warranty is relatively limited compared to a lot of its competitors, capping out at just 3 years or 60,000 miles. So, when you pair that bottom third reliability ranking with a shorter warranty window, that's for sure something you'll want to factor into a long-term budget.
Which leads us to our final section, Section 5, the final verdict. Is it right for you?
We've covered the streamlined engines, that gorgeous class-leading interior, the super comfortable ride, and yet those drawbacks in reliability. So, it all comes down to this one pivotal question. With the changing market, is the Volvo XC40 still worth buying today? Well, based on everything we've analyzed, the answer is absolutely yes. It remains one of the best all-around premium compact SUVs on the market. If you are someone who prioritizes comfort, practicality, and a genuinely upscale interior over sporty handling, it is flat out a better choice than the Audi Q3 or the BMW X1. It just knows exactly what it wants to be, a luxurious, practical daily driver.
But before we wrap up, let me leave you with one final thought. We do know a facelift for the XC40 is expected next year. But here's the thing, it's likely going to cost more. And honestly, it might not offer enough tangible improvements to actually justify waiting. So, if you're looking at an XC40 today and you love what it offers, there's very little reason to hold off. Seize the great option right in front of you. Anyway, thanks for joining me on this explainer, and we'll see you next time.